welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. And if you are new, it would mean so much if you guys click that red subscribe button down below to join my YouTube family. So one of my big New Year's resolution is actually to save money and be really aware of what I'm putting my money towards. One of my big goals is to buy my own house, and I'm not saying that you should stop buying all these things. It kind of depends on each of our lifestyles. There's certain things that you probably don't even buy. I think this can be helpful, and maybe you could choose one or two things maybe to stop buying to either save money or do it for it being less wasteful. My last spending buy was definitely right before the new year, and for the past couple of months now I have been on a no buy budget. I have been really cautious in what I purchase and what I'm putting my money towards. I also do want to cut a lot more things out. I've been watching a ton of minimalist videos and it really inspired me, and I'm definitely going to be doing a huge declutter. I really want to start getting rid of a ton of things because all this clutter I just think is not necessary. Any products that I do mention, I will try to link similar ones or the exact ones in the description box, so definitely check it out. But let's just jump right into it. So the first one is definitely going to be really basic, and I'm sure you guys have heard of this a lot, but I promise I'm going to share with you a lot of things that you may have not thought of before that aren't as basic. But I have to start with it first because it does really affect the environment. I always think making small changes is better than making nothing, and that is I stopped buying water bottles. So I am someone that definitely uses a reusable water bottle. You guys probably already know I have an obsession with water bottles. I think they're so cute, and I think it's really important to just buy a good insulated water bottle and to use that as opposed to constantly buying cases of water, which is, like I said, not good at all for the environment, and you can also save money in the long run. And if you are curious, I actually got this water bottle from my FabFitFun box, which I recently did a video on, and I do have a discount code for that box, so I'll link it down below as well as my video if you guys are curious to check that out. But I just think this is the cutest little thing ever. It is peach and it has little whales on it, so I am in love. And as well as if you are someone that, like me, who doesn't particularly like the taste fully of tap water, I always like my water filtered. I definitely recommend picking up a Brita. I just put the water in the top here and then it will filter it out, and it just tastes so good. So buying a reusable water bottle and a Brita is amazing, and it's gonna save you money in the long run, and that's gonna make a good impact as well on the environment, which is always a plus. Speaking of water bottles, this is something that I recently switched over to, and I think it is amazing, and this is definitely something that I wanted to switch over to just because I think it is less wasteful for the environment, and it's one little change that I thought that would be easy to implement into my daily routine, and that is just buying stainless steel straws. So stop buying those plastic utensils, whether that's straws or even forks, spoons, and knives. I don't buy plastic utensils as well, and these are amazing. I will link some down below. I just think they're such an easy thing that we can all implement to make our environmental impact not as big. It also came with this kind of like spoolie cleaner, which is really easy to clean it out, and also they are dishwasher safe, so you can throw them into the dishwasher. But I just think this is an easy change that I wanted to make, and also these are really great to carry with you on the go. So if you are ever out and you're getting a drink, instead of using the restaurant or the store's plastic straws, just use your own stainless steel straw. So this is just a little change that I recently made, and I am so happy I picked these up. This next one is for my ladies, which most of you I know are ladies watching my channel, but you know, there is some men that watch, but this is amazing for women, and that is female versions of products tend to be marked up so much more than male products. We're talking things about like pink razors, deodorant, lotions. It's often referred to as the pink tax, where women's products are just so much more than men's products and can be even up to 40% more than men's products. There are certain products that you could just switch over and buy a men's product and it does the exact same job, it's just cheaper. One thing that I definitely recommend is men's razors over women razors because they are, first off, I think so much better, and they're also a lot more affordable. I have cut out buying disposable razors. I just think they don't last you a long time and they're such a waste of money. I actually switched to a men's razor, and this is the Edge edge razor, which I will try to link it down below if I can find it. But the package that I purchased, it actually came with a bunch of different heads, and this just lasts so much longer. The shave is so much better than buying female razors. Trying to switch over to some products that may be targeted towards men, but it won't really make a difference. Like, there's certain lotions that you could buy that are men's lotions, but it's unisex. You could still use it as a female. It's something that I used to do as well, but I actually don't do this anymore just because I switched over to natural deodorant. But when I was using normal deodorant, I actually switched to men's deodorant as opposed to females because, one, it was cheaper, and to be honest, I enjoyed the smell better than the female scent, and I actually got a bunch of my friends to jump on that bandwagon and purchase men's deodorant because I just think it worked better, and as well as it just was cheaper. But I actually did swap over to natural deodorant just because I think it's a lot more healthier, and I love the native deodorant. I've talked about them so many times, you guys probably already know. I do still have a discount code for them, so I'll link it down below. I have a 20% off discount code now, so it's NICOLETTA20, and you can get 20% off. They have a bunch of shower products that are natural as well as deodorants and all that. So I've switched over to the natural realm because that's another thing I've been really trying to do, is switch over to more natural products. If you guys want to see a video also on things that I've switched over to when it comes to natural products, then definitely let me know. But yeah, so be mindful when you are buying female products. Marketers know that as females sometimes like to spend our money, and we'll buy things just for the way it looks. Another thing that I stopped buying is toothbrushes, so plastic toothbrushes, and I actually switched it for an electronic toothbrush. This is not only going to save you money in the long run because these last so much longer and they're just so much better. They get a better clean on your teeth. This is just the Oral-B this is just the Oral-B electronic toothbrush, and you just charge it whenever it dies, and it's amazing. I love it. Definitely recommend it for your hygiene routine. You need one in your life. The next thing I stopped buying are books, DVDs, and CDs. I think especially now in 2019, we don't even need to really buy these things. First off, they take up a ton of clutter, and I used to have tons of CDs and DVDs in my room. It was crazy. And now I just watch things online. Personally, when it comes to music, I listen to my music on Spotify, so I don't feel a need anymore to buy a CD. There's different types of services where you can actually listen to your books online or read them online instead of printing it out and having the actual paper copy. It also allows you to save a little bit more money. Something that I stopped buying is makeup. I actually only have allowed myself to buy makeup if I run out of something completely. So just recently, I actually had to do a run because I was out of my foundation, my mascara, my bronzer, my powder, and what else was there? I feel like, oh, and my highlight. So I ran out of like 5 things, and I used everything up completely, and I had to make that run and buy it. Of course, I love makeup, so I do want to still do makeup and buy makeup, but I definitely have not been just purchasing makeup when I don't need it. I don't really have like 100 backups of certain things. So for example, foundations, I don't have like 10 of them. I only have 1 that I use. Same with mascara, and I just use that completely, and when I'm done and I need it, then I will go to the store and purchase it. Most of the times I wear the same look every single day. I'm not experimenting much. To me, it's just kind of a waste of money, and I could just use that money towards something else and towards saving. The next thing that I have really tried to cut out, especially starting in 2019, and be a lot more mindful of is coffee. But what I mean by coffee is not buying coffee out. So I got into a really bad habit of constantly going to Starbucks and buying a Starbucks pretty much every single day. It's a problem. I love coffee. Buying a coffee at Starbucks or anywhere and spending like $5 a day on coffee adds up, and a lot of people buy coffees constantly, and you could spend anywhere between $1,000 to almost $3,000 a year on coffee when you could just make some at home, and it's so much cheaper. I actually am a huge fan of iced coffee. You can make iced coffee at home, which I have done, but something I also like is I am a huge Starbucks junkie, and I love this. So this is the iced coffee Starbucks medium roast. It comes, I believe, with 2 or 3. So I actually picked these up at Costco, and they are so much cheaper than buying a grande iced coffee at Starbucks for like $5. It is so much cheaper to just have your own iced coffee at home. You can also make your own iced coffee. It doesn't have to be Starbucks. It could be just any type of coffee, and it's so much cheaper. But another thing I also like to use is just the instant coffees, really great as well. This comes with so much cheaper. Instead of spending $5 a coffee, you're saving so much money. And I just realized how much money I was spending on coffee or drinks outside, and they are just so expensive for one drink. You're gonna notice such a big difference. Cutting little things within your budget is really going to add up. And usually what I will do too is I'll make coffee, I'll put it in a little stainless steel container and bring that on the go, so you don't feel tempted to buy coffee outside. So this is really great also to bring to work. Instead of picking up a coffee on your way to work, you could just bring it, make it at home and bring it, and you're gonna save money that way. And that brings me to no buy sprees. So the past 2 months, I actually have been on a no buy spree. So what I mean by that is, of course, I'm gonna pay for my typical bills that I have to pay, but I have been really careful about not trying to spend any money outside of that. So I will buy for things that I need and that are necessary, and I will pay for like gas for my car or my insurance and all that kind of stuff. But I have cut back on trying to buy clothes, makeup, unless I'm doing replacements, and coffee, any little knickknacks. I have really been trying to cut back on the spending, and I think it's really great to sometimes, if you can, to at least take a month or 2 months or whatever it may be where you spend no extra money, so you don't buy clothes or makeup that month, or you don't buy coffees and drinks and food outside. I think that is really going to help you to save money, so that so you can really take away your extra money you have and put it into savings. And I'm telling you, this will make the biggest difference, and your bank account is going to be hella happy, let me tell you that. The next thing that I have stopped buying is paper towels. So I'm going to share with you some things that are really great for cleaning that is also going to save you a ton of money, and that is just buying reusable cloths. So these are like those microfiber cloths that are great to clean with, and they are amazing instead of buying paper towels, because that is super wasteful. And also I have this cloth, which my dad picked this up, and my mom, I don't know what kind of cloth they would be called. I will try to find them and link them down below, but pretty much all you do is you just wet these cloths and you can clean your mirrors with them. So instead of using Windex and using paper towels, that is just so much waste. All you have to do is wet this and clean your mirrors, and it's not gonna be streaky or anything like that, and it cleans your mirrors off completely. So you're saving double the money. This is a lot more of a natural way to clean. I have to give a shout out to my parents, because this is definitely a switch that they made that I was inspired as well from them. My next thing that I stopped buying is apps. So I think that buying apps is so unnecessary. There's so many free apps on the market that pretty much do the exact same thing to the paid app. So I will never spend money on an app. I am very cheap when it comes to that. Another thing that I have been saving money on is my phone plans. I do save a lot of money on my plan, and I don't spend tons of money on my plan. So I think I spend over 20 bucks a month on my plan, and a lot of people have crazy phone plans, and I do not recommend it. I think it is such a waste of money, and to be completely honest, there is Wi-Fi pretty much everywhere you go now, and if you are somewhere where there is Wi-Fi constantly, then stop with these unlimited data plans and unlimited this, because it is just so unnecessary. I am someone that uses my phone like crazy. I'm so into social media, you guys know that, and I can survive on my plan without data. I just always have Wi-Fi pretty much around me, so it's never really been a problem. There's only been like a couple times or once in a while I want to be on my phone and I wish I had internet and there was no internet around me. But honestly, unlimited data I think is just such a waste. Wi-Fi allows you to get free internet and not have to waste money on your phone, and as well as there's so many different apps that allow you to do unlimited calling and text messaging. I know for me, like when I'm on Wi-Fi, I will usually call on FaceTime, or I will call on WhatsApp calls so that it's free and it doesn't count towards my minutes. That's a really good strategy as well. So if you can, try to get a cheaper phone bill. I think so many of us spend so much money on phones, and it's it's just in phone plans, and it's just such a big waste of money. And if you could save every single month on your phone plan, then why not? So I definitely recommend to be a little bit more cautious about your phone plans. Sale items. I'd say 95% of the time, I do not buy things full price. I think buying things full price, there's just no point. But you also have to be careful of this. So I will typically buy things most of the times on sale. But you have to make sure that you're not buying things just because it is on sale. And I used to have a problem with that. If it was a really good deal, I was like, you know what, I need to buy this. It's such a good deal. But I started to kind of just be more cautious and buy items when they're on sale. So this is really great, especially for clothes or for makeup. If you're already gonna buy the makeup, then kind of finding when they have sales, then might as well wait till there's a sale. Or clothes, if you wanna buy jeans or like a top and more staples, you could buy those staples on sale. Might as well, you're already gonna buy it, might as well have a sale so you could save a little bit more money as well, and you still get the item that you want and need. And that also brings me to used clothes and buying used items. So I think a lot of the times we as people don't really want to buy people's used stuff, but it is becoming a lot more common, and I love that, and I started definitely getting into it. Some things that I really have saved money with used things is my car. My car is actually used. And funny story, I was actually not going to get a used car. That was never in my mind. I always wanted a new car, and it just so happened that I ended up just going for a used car, and I am so thankful. I saved so much money on my car, and on top of it, I know for the future, to be completely honest, I don't really think I ever want to buy a new car, because once you drive off that lot, once when you purchase your car, the value of your car goes down big time. So might as well find a used car so you can get it more affordable. You can find a car that has lower kilometers, lower mileage, and it still feels and looks and acts brand new. Like my car, to me, just seems right when I got it, it looked brand new. There wasn't much kilometers on it, so I am in love with it, and I'm so grateful that I did not take the splurge and spend so much money on a car. I just think it's so unnecessary. And as well as you can buy so many used technology, home decor, clothes on different sites. eBay is a really great site to buy used things, whether it's tech stuff, used clothes, used designers, anything, where you can find pretty much brand new on eBay, or you can find very, very gently used things. And if you could save so much money, might as well buy it used than buy it completely brand new, because you're gonna notice over time that you are going to save a lot of money, and no one's gonna be able to tell the difference whether it was gently used or it was brand new. No one cares, no one needs to know, and it's just gonna save you so much money in the long run. And the last thing that I stopped purchasing are candles. So as you can tell, those are the last candles I have, and to be honest, those are more for decor. I don't really burn them or anything like that. I just liked the colors of them for the background of my videos, but I no longer am buying candles. I just think that they are wasteful, and they are a lot of money, and they're not worth it. And there's other things I like to use now to really make the room smell amazing. And one of the things I switched over to are diffusers. Diffusers are not only great for yourself to help relax you, but they smell amazing. And I started buying like essential oils, and these smell so good. They last you so long, and they are less harmful for you as well, and less wasteful. So I'll either use a diffuser, which this one was also in my FabFitFun box, which is really great. So like I said, I'll have that video down below, but I recommend a diffuser. Another thing that my family and I have, which is downstairs, are Scentsies. So those are pretty much just so much better. They're safer, and they make your house smell amazing. And they are also last you longer and are less wasteful than candles, and they are also less expensive. So those are all the things that I stopped buying completely, or I put a hold on it, or these are the things that I kind of switched over or replaced my old items. I hope you guys found this useful. I love doing videos like this. I'm really into budgeting and finances and all that. So if you guys want to see more videos, thumbs it up. I will do a part 2. Let me know what item you stopped using, or which one that you think you're gonna stop using after watching this video. I'm curious to know. Share it with your friends if you want. And also, I do have Instagram, so it means so much if you guys follow me on there. It's at NICOLETTAXO. Don't forget to click the subscribe subscribe button before you leave. I upload every Thursday and Sunday, and I would love for you guys to join my family. But that being said, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, evening, or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!